Hello everybody, welcome back into another Star Wars type video today. Today I'm going to be talking about how the whole new Star Wars, just Star Wars in general, has been kind of like going off like a cliff, like going to a nosedive. I'm not very confident in what we're going to be doing. Obviously I'm going to be going back to the start of all this stuff. First, or actually, what has started it all of the downfall of Star Wars, in my opinion. Obviously, we had the Force Awakens movie that came out back in 2015, and obviously that movie was a big hit. We haven't seen a Star Wars movie since I think 2005 was the last one, I believe, with Revenge of the Sith. Maybe there was an in between. I don't know. I know they were going towards making the TV shows with Rebels and Clone Wars, so they came in and started doing movies with The Force Awakens, started a new trilogy. But then this new trilogy turned a bit of a turn, or turned into the wrong direction when they released The Last Jedi and The Rise of the Skywalker. Obviously, they hired Tweedledum and Tweedledee right up here. The dudes that made Game of Thrones. Honestly, when they ran out of written material for the last season of Game of Thrones, it was god awful. It was terrible by far. Honestly, Last Jedi, terrible, terrible movie. Why am I seeing Princess Leia fucking float through the sky like I'm fucking Mary Poppins, y'all?
What? You look like Mary Poppins. Is he cool? Hell yeah, he's cool. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all!
Why am I watching this? It was terrible. It was a terrible movie. Rise of the Skywalker, even worse than the last one. Like, why rerun the same character again with Palpatine? I know a lot of people love Palpatine, but why rerun him? You had a good character in Snoke. You could have been like Snoke is the new big bad, or you could have went the route of Ben Solo of Kylo Ren is the new big bad, and done all this. But instead, they bring back Palpatine. Palpatine really reveals that Rey Palpatine was her granddaughter, I believe. Um, I guess Rey, or actually, I think the parents were like, the dad or the mom was like genetically like a faulty Palpatine or something like that, a faulty clone. I don't know. It was something like that. Um, then we get to the end of the movie, and then, oh, what's your name? Oh, I'm Ray Palpatine or Ray Skywalker. Come on, bro, stop it.
Who are you?
I'm Rey.
Ray who?
Rey Skywalker.
You serious?
So then they released that garbage, but then a year go by. Um, then they're like, okay, what can we do to revamp Star Wars? Like, what can we do? This is when the whole TV show stuff for Disney Plus started coming out. And this big one name TV show came out that everybody was hyped for. The Mandalorian. The Mandalorian, the first two seasons, very good. Very, so good. So good. Then we get to season 3. Season 3, I'm gonna say it was just mid. It was cool to see all the Mandalorians fight for their home back and stuff like that. But why do we use the same villain and Gideon? Like, he's not. It's not cool. It's mid. And then we got to see like Jack Black and Lizzo and all. It was terrible. It was mid. It was mid. But then after that, we got the Book of Boba Fett. In my opinion, I was very excited for this movie or this show. Because it'd be this like mafia type Star Wars show with the like Boba Fett in charge of what the Hutt cartel had in charge, and disappointment. It was just like I shouldn't see Boba Fett on a bark speeder, I think it was called, or land speeder, I don't know. Being like, this is how you ride it, to the little Tuscan Tusk guys.
Like a panther. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Terrible. It was not, and then like that whole slow mo thing of the guy swinging back and shooting his gun. That was terrible too. Terrible stuff. And it was cool to see Mando pull up and do some stuff at the end. It was cool. But just mid show. Then we get the Visions. Visions is just that. It's just there. It's just anime stuff for Star Wars, I guess. It's alright. Then we get the Bad Batch. First episode actually. First episode was awesome. I think the show came out, 2021. Right after COVID, I think. That's when it first came out. I think I was 16 when this stuff came out. I'm not too sure. I was super excited for this. I was like, okay, they're bringing back the Clone Wars animation again. Let's do it. It's going to be awesome. First season, boring. Second season, boring. Third season, alright. Not bad, in my opinion. But this next one, was the biggest disappointment in my books. The Obi-Wan Kenobi show. This show I was so hyped for this show. It had Ewan McGregor coming back, Hayden Christensen coming back. They haven't filmed together since Revenge of the Sith. And these guys were, dude, this is going to be awesome. This is right after Revenge of the Sith. This is the first time we've seen Darth Vader after Revenge of the Sith, like directly after. This is going to be awesome. It was not awesome. I think the first like couple episodes, Obi-Wan is just like a chut. He doesn't know how to use his lightsaber anymore. He doesn't know how to use the Force anymore, really. He's just kind of like chutting out on this desert planet, watching over Luke. And they do all that. Then he meets Leia. Also, I get they're trying to do like this Obi-Wan knows Princess Leia for the New Hope movie, so it connects, blah blah blah. Bad decision, in my opinion. Bad decision to have Obi-Wan take care of his kid and all this shit. It was very bad decision. The only cool parts in this show, in my opinion, was seeing Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen connect and fighting and all this stuff. Seeing Darth Vader, like the final like battle scene between him and Darth Vader was very nice. It's nice to see. But the ending to it was kind of just Like, it was cool to see Liam Neeson come back as Qui-Gon, as the Force Ghost, talking to Obi-Wan. It was cool. It was just terrible show, to be honest. And I heard that they're making a season 2 of it. I don't know. Now, the next couple projects. The Tales shows. Tales of the Jedi. They try to hook everybody on that you're meeting a young Count Dooku on why he turned to be as Darth Tyrannus for Palpatine and lead the droid army for Palpatine. We get to see that, and then we get to see Ahsoka after Order 66, which is cool. It's alright. Then we got to see young Qui-Gon and Yoda's like thought or something like that. I don't know. But it was cool. It was alright. Nothing crazy. Then we got the Andor show. Andor, I'm gonna be honest with you, completely saved all the new projects.
We'll all be dead before the Republic is back, and yet here we are. Where are you, boy? You're here. You're not with Luthen, you're here. You're right here, and you're ready to fight.
That they released. Andor, I'd see this is Andor season 1. Andor season 1 at this time was very, very good. Season 2, even better. Fucking, it was awesome. Awesome TV show. This actually shows what the rebels had to do to actually beat the Empire and win this war. It wasn't always about, oh, Luke flies a fucking X-Wing and go blow up the Death Star. Yeah, sure, but this is talking about the background characters that saved the day, really, and got them the Death Star plans, did all this stuff for the rebellion. A+ show. A+ show. Then it gets to, again, mid, again. Ahsoka, I think it was mid. And I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for that, but Ahsoka was pretty mid. Like, it was cool to see Hayden Christensen again in Ahsoka and the Rebels cast, and one certain character, but it was just mid. I don't agree that Sabine should be a Jedi. I thought midi-chlorians were just like a child thing. I don't know. I don't think Sabine should be a Jedi. Yeah, just a mid show. Like, I know Baylan Skoll. I love Baylan Skoll in the show. R.I.P. to the actor who plays him. Also, I think they have that dude that plays the Hound in Game of Thrones coming back to come play as him as Baylan Skoll. Obviously they introduced Thrawn, and he's coming into the fold as the new like Thanos of their no little TV universe stuff. Yeah, it might be cool, it might be not. I don't know. Tales of the Empire. This is one where this one was the biggest disappointment by far. Me and my Arma group, all my buddies, we love the Empire. We think the Empire is awesome. Like, we think those guys are awesome and sweet. And we were very disappointed when we watched it. And the first character we see, obviously we were big hyped about Thrawn, seeing Thrawn. But Morgan Elsbeth, I could care less about that character. And then seeing Bears Offee become a Inquisitor, I was like, okay, this is going to be cool. Because we remember in the Rebel show we saw a Inquisitor kind of looking like her, and we were like, oh, is this her? But we didn't know. Obviously, the show answered our questions in the dumbest way possible. Why, I get it, like, she turns good, right? She turns good and goes to, like, some ice planet and protects somebody. And then kills one of the Inquisitors, or tries to, I don't remember. But this show is supposed to be Tales of the Empire. It shows how they're evil and all this stuff. This is not a show about redemption and all that stuff. It's just a show about evil and about Bears Offee turning to the dark side. And it wasn't that. It was just terrible, in my opinion. Oh. Next one up. That truly pissed on George Lucas's dreams and all this stuff. Truly pissed on it. The Acolyte. I'm pretty sure I remember seeing on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, or not Snapchat, but all these social media sites that I follow from Star Wars stuff, they were so pissed with Leslie Headland, the woman that made this whole show possible and directed it. She was god awful. She knew nothing about Star Wars. Like, it was just blatantly shown in this show that she knew nothing. The two main characters, the dude from Squid Games, and this one little apprentice, not very good, in my opinion. Not very good. I liked the main villain. He was pretty cool. He actually had some pretty cool kills and stuff like that. The show I'll give it is that the cinematography of it was pretty cool with the lightsaber battles. It was pretty good. the story behind it was god awful. Like, I remember seeing a scene where the evil lady bleeds her crystal in like fucking 10 seconds in battle. And I remember seeing a comic of Darth Vader doing it in like a whole like day or two or something like that, and it took like all of his energy out of him to do it. So that was stupid. And I'm pretty sure now this show is not coming back for season 2. And Leslie Headland, I think she was the main person for the Star Wars stuff for Disney. She ain't coming back either. So that's pretty good. Then the show that end the whole new stuff that's been out is Skeleton Crew. Skeleton Crew, I watched this show. It is obviously meant for advertisement towards kids. It's a kids show. It was alright. It's meant for kids. This is meant for kids. And the new upcoming projects of Maul Shadow Lord. I am excited for this show. It has the Clone Wars animation coming back. Awesome. That's coming back. And I think that show actually might be a hit. They haven't had a hit in a little bit now. And then the movie that's coming out is Star Wars Starfighter with Ryan Gosling. I'm not too sure that this movie is going to actually be good or not. I think this one actually might be just clickbait because Ryan Gosling is in the show or in the movie. I think this movie is not going to be very good. Yeah. But even like game wise, there is not many games that are coming out for Star Wars that are like actually confirmed coming out. Like, we got the Knights of the Old Republic remake game coming out that was announced back in like 2023. It is now 2026 and nothing has been confirmed. Like, the only game that is certain for us to be coming out is this Pod Racer game, but that's gonna be like Mario Kart. Is nothing cool about it. You're gonna play it for like a day and be like, okay, I'm done. I think the way that Star Wars is going down right now is that they don't really have a direction of what they want to do. They're kind of just doing these like stories, these Star Wars stories, and they mean nothing. I know that they want to do the whole Thanos battle with like Thrawn and have Mando and all the rebels, Ahsoka and all this stuff team up to take down Thrawn. Okay, you do that. What's next? Nothing else. It goes into the Force Awakens trilogy. And look how that went. I know they've been doing this whole thing where they connect everything to why Palpatine was resurrected. Okay, cool. Nobody gives a fuck. I think the direction they need to go towards is not making new Rey Skywalker films. I think that would be terrible. The name's been dragged in the mud now. I think they need to go back in the past and do the Old Republic films like Malgus and like the Sith Empire and all this stuff. I think that shit would be awesome. And I think that would bring so many new fans to Star Wars. But yeah, hopefully Disney figures out what to do with the franchise. I'm not very excited for what is planned for the franchise. Don't really have a direction of what they want to do, really, I can just tell. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. There's going to be 2 videos popping up right here if you want to go check out those. But hopefully you guys like and subscribe. And yeah, see you guys next video. Also, I know I forgot to talk about Tales of the Underworld, trash TV show. Why the hell does Cad Bane have a baby when he never talks about it? Bye, guys.